Good morning, everybody. My name is Terry Nowick. I am the Sales and Marketing Manager with Discover Crystal River, Florida. Welcome, and looking forward to sharing a little bit about my amazing destination with you all today. So, a lot of people on this call may not be aware of where Crystal River is. So, we'll just look at the map here. And as you can see, we're on the west coast of Florida in the Gulf of Mexico, but our county spans over into the east side as well. Majority of our hotels and lodging and activities are here on the west coast. Um, and we're about an hour drive from the Tampa airport, which is very convenient, and about an hour and 20, hour and a half, depending on traffic, from the Orlando airport and attractions. So I hope that gives you a little bit of perspective as to where we are in this state. So the reason that we are called the manatee capital of the world, in case you didn't know, is that we have the largest warm water refuge area for manatees in Florida. So when the Gulf of Mexico becomes too cold for them, they have to seek warm water shelter. And because we have over 60 plus spring heads of magnitude one springs supplying 72, 27 Celsius degree water year round, they come into our waters in the wintertime to stay warm. I want to talk about another interesting thing about our areas. We've done a conservation effort here. The picture on the left that you see after one of the hurricanes, salt water became infused into our springs, and it killed all of their manatees' food source, the eelgrass. And so about 3 years ago, we did a restoration project and got the schools involved, and it was all privately funded from community and ourselves as the Visitors Bureau. And it's been super successful. And as you can see on the right-hand side, that grass has come back and not only flourished in the areas where it was planted, but thanks to another storm, it got propagated all over our bay. So we are back to being Crystal River with lush grass beds for our manatees. And the reason that's important too is that we used to have a manatee season. So when it was cold, that's when it was the best time to come see the manatees. But now we have a herd of just over 100 here year round. So you can really come anytime and have this incredible experience to swim with the manatees. But we're really so much more than just the manatees, although that's what a lot of people come for, that bucket list experience. We have several other things that are great natural environment for ecotourism and venture tourism. There's incredible fishing. We have another season that I'll talk about in just a minute. We have a beautiful set of lakes on the east side of our county. We have the largest, the most visited state park in the state of Florida, the Ellie Schiller Wildlife Park, which you see is that third picture from the right or from the left. That's the fish bowl. And you can go underwater there and see not only fish, but the 3 resident manatees that are there that have been rescued, rehabilitated, but cannot be released. So if you have people on your journey that don't want to get wet and jump in the water to see manatees, they can go there and stay dry and see them from the wildlife park. So the other season, high season that we have is July 1st to September 24th, and that's scalloping season. It's a really unique to our area and our part of Florida because of the great grass beds that we have in the Gulf of Mexico. One of the reasons why people don't come to us to go to the beach is because we really don't have beach because of where we are on the Gulf of Mexico. It's all filled with these salt grass beds. These scallops then come and nest in there, and they reproduce year round. So it's a very sustainable. If you were on the call yesterday and saw Maddie's presentation, you'll know you learned a lot about it there. It's incredibly fun. It's like I always tell people it's like Easter egg hunting underwater. And the great thing is you could take those scallops back and where you're staying, most of the restaurants will prepare them for you for dinner. So you literally catch your own meal. It's just so much fun. And there's the fine dining and great wine. We have some talented culinary people in our community. I know as a rural place, it's hard to believe, but we really do have some fantastic restaurants. And from fine dining or just going in your bathing suit and a sundress over top, You can really find anything that you're looking for. But of course, seafood is the most popular. But we have wonderful restaurants right on the water. They'll play live music. They have lots of bands that come all year round. You can even eat right next to where they bring the seafood in every day. So, really, some unique opportunities. The place on the left-hand side is called the Freezer. Literally was a freezer that was converted, was at a shrimp factory or shrimp fish house. Fish boats would come in and dump their shrimp and they'd store them in this freezer. Well, they've recreated it. And I will tell you that if you get the chance to come yourselves or you want to tell your clients about a great place to get some great boiled shrimp, that's the place to go. We also have a couple of great craft breweries that are here in our county. The one on the right-hand corner there is Nine States Brewery, and that's in Inverness, which is in the east side of our county. And then we have one called Cop Brewery, and they have a location here in Crystal River that's also associated with the restaurant. So just lots of wonderful, wonderful options with plenty to eat, plenty to see, listen, and incredible experiences. I hope you can feel that I'm very passionate about my destination. So as far as other activities, water sports abound here. You can see the airboat tours that go out to the Gulf of Mexico, which is a really different experience than that of the ones that you'll find in the Everglades. You'll see dolphins and turtles and all sorts of birds and just incredible. The kayaking and paddleboarding is out of this world. And many of our manatee tour companies also run sunset cruises, which are just gorgeous. They take you out to the edge of the Gulf of Mexico where the sun sets, and it's just fantastic. All righty. And just some other shots of our area just to give you a feel for what's going on and what we have to offer. Inverness, there you see it down in the bottom right of the screen. Beautiful bike trail that goes 48 miles throughout our county. Before we get to this, I am going to show you a little video to give you a better sense of what we have to offer in Crystal River. right. Well, thank you so much for your attention there. We got a couple questions here. Um, from Carrie Elliott, wondering if you're able to have access to the videos. Absolutely, they are all available to you, I believe, through the links that are on the presentations. And if you request any others, please just contact me directly. My email address will be here at the end. Do you have any accommodation recommendations from Laura McPhillips? We saw a few of them in the video. Plantation on Crystal River is one of the most popular because it is right on the water. They also offer the manatee tours and have restaurants on site. So it's a great ending to a fly drive for folks. It's a one-stop shop. So I offer that, but we also have Best Western, Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn Express for anybody else that might want to stay somewhere else. Um, let's see. The best times to visit Crystal River. We are blessed with two high seasons. So it's a manatee season, which is typically December through February, are very busy, and have the most manatees to view. But as I mentioned, year round now we're having these experiences thanks to that eelgrass project. The low seasons for us, which are of value, August and June. So we have alligators, but the water in where the manatees are and where you'd be swimming is a little too chilly for them, and it's a little too clear because they're sneaky buggers and they like murky, dirty, muddy water. Wonderful. I don't see any more questions here. So, with that, I will bid you adieu. Hope to see you here in Crystal River. And if any of you get the chance, please do reach out to me. Thank you.